Everyone talks about getting rich quick, but what if I told you there's a proven, repeatable, yes, even boring, system that the top 1% use to quietly 10 times their portfolios over time? And no, this isn't clickbait. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 real steps that actually work, whether you're starting with $100 or $1 million. First, I'll show you the #1 reason most people don't make money in the market. Then, I'll reveal the secret strategy used by the wealthiest investors. And finally, I'll break down the 7 exact steps you can follow to turn this system into your advantage. Faster. Part 1. The addiction trap. The problem behind why you're losing money. The biggest reason you're losing money isn't the stock market. It's your brain. Over 90% of retail investors lose, not because they're dumb, but because they're addicted to dopamine. That quick high from a 100% win creates a craving, and suddenly you're no longer investing. You're chasing. It's gambling. Your brokerage app becomes the slot machine. That's why most traders and crypto chasers fail. They're drawn to what's shiny, fast, and fun, and the system knows it. It feeds you hype, plays with your dopamine, and keeps you locked in the loop of excitement, while time quietly steals your chance to build real wealth the boring way, through patience and quality. If you want to join the top 1%, it starts here. Recognize the addiction. Step out of the casino, stop chasing hits, and start building long-term conviction. Part 2. The top 1% secret vanguard studied portfolios of millionaires to uncover what separates consistent winners from the rest. And what they found was a clear pattern. 83% of these investors focused on US stocks and ETFs, concentrating on high-quality companies like Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Home Depot, and Walmart, along with strong-performing funds like SCHD, VTI, VYM, SPY, and QQQ. Even more interesting, only 8% of their money was actively traded. That means 92% of their portfolios were simply buy-and-hold investments built for the long haul. And here's the key insight. 99% of these winning investors didn't panic during market crashes. Not in 2008 financial crisis, not during COVID, and not during the inflation wave of 2022. While the majority of retail investors sold in fear, they stayed calm and they bought more. They turned fear into opportunity, and by 2023, they weren't just fine. They were richer than ever. Vanguard's conclusion is that winning in the market isn't about luck or complicated strategies. It's about consistency, conviction, and emotional control. Part 3. Step-by-step blueprint. These successful investors also apply a set of rules that makes them remain disciplined and always have cash for investing opportunities. That's why there are 7 critical steps or rules which every millionaire investor guides themselves through to make real consistent wealth. And I will show you exactly how they do it. Here's the 7-step millionaire strategy anyone can follow. 1. Budget. Wisely. Invest half of what you can afford monthly. Keep the other half as dry powder to buy dips. This is how you outperform even when the market crashes, as you have cash to buy at discounts. 2. Allocate to broad ETFs. Put 30 to 60% into the S&P 500. It's a cheat code backed by 100 years of data, as it being going up for the last 100 years, and it will continue. 3. Focus on quality stocks. Buy businesses with strong cash flow, leadership, and competitive advantage. Don't chase tickers and hype just for quick money. 4. Get a support group. Surround yourself with level-headed investors who remind you not to FOMO or panic. Community helps you stay rational when things get crazy. 5. Dollar cost average. Set recurring buys every week or month. When the market drops 20%, double your investment. Dips are discounts, not danger. 6. Ignore the noise. TikTok traders, Twitter headlines, crypto influencers, mute them. They don't know your strategy, your plan, or your risk tolerance. They just want your attention for them to make money. 7. Trim smartly, reinvest wisely. When you're up 100% on a position, trim 10 to 30%, then DCA it right back into your best ideas. This locks in profit without losing momentum. These steps work because you're following a system, one specifically designed to build real wealth. But to make it work, you don't need luck. You need discipline. Wealth doesn't come from hype or hope. It comes from consistency, structure, and long-term thinking. This system brings together the 3 most powerful forces in investing: regular contributions, high-quality assets, and time. And the results speak for themselves. Just look at this. If you invest $100 a week into the S&P 500 and simply sit on your hands for 30 years, you could end up with over $1.1 million. This isn't a theory. It's simple math. That's the power of compound interest. That's why it's called the 8th wonder of the world. But it only works if you let it grow and fuel it with smart, steady habits. The longer you stay in the game, the more the odds shift in your favor. Part 4, the number one mistake keeping you broke. So if this system is so simple and so powerful, why don't most people follow it? Because they can't sit still. They obsess over their portfolios every single day. They panic when stocks drop 5%. They chase hype, FOMO into junk stocks because someone on YouTube promised a 10x return. They ignore their plan. They ignore their allocation. And instead of following logic, they follow emotion. But here's the truth. It's not the market hurting you, it's you. This system I just share on this video works because it removes the most dangerous part of investing, your emotions. So what's next? Remember this. Easy decisions make life hard. But hard decisions, the ones most people avoid, make life easier in the long run. If you're ready to build wealth without burnout, without gambling, and without checking your portfolio every 5 minutes, then follow the 7 steps. They won't make you rich overnight, but they will make sure you actually stay rich. And that's the real goal. If you found value in this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this.